Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Johnny, and today I want to talk about the path, the spiritual path, and I guess a way to look at it that would be a more helpful way to look at the path that would, provide more spiritual growth. And that is, it's seeing the path not as something you get, like awakening. It's not about getting awakening or getting liberation, getting enlightenment, understanding the self. It's not a path of gain, of a path of, if I do this, I'm going to gain this, I'm going to gain that insight. Insights happen, and things feel like they're gained, but it's not actually the case. The path of spirituality, for context, it's actually a path of letting go. It's a path of releasing misconceptions and blocked up energies within the body and mind. And the more we let go of things, we just return to a more, I guess you could call it, natural state. It's like our true nature has always been here, and it's never not the case that our true nature is here. It is always here. But what's happened is somewhere along the line, no one really knows what happened, but we were, you could say, a self was created and enchanted by the mind and the world of illusions and, I guess, misunderstanding. And this misunderstanding created contracted energies within the body and just a misunderstanding of life. So it's like we're in this tensed up state, and it's like we're wearing glasses that are foggy, we're unable to see clearly, and it's like we're wearing clothing that's itching because we are unable to realize the energetic discomfort that's inside of us that needs to be released. So we live in this state of suffering, and the path is clearing the glasses, taking off the uncomfortable layers, and it's like a returning to a more natural state, even though from an ultimate perspective it's all true nature. But on a relative level, and for the sake of the human and suffering, it definitely feels as though that is not the case. And the more we understand this process, the more we see through our illusions in life, the more free of suffering we become. And I think it also trips us up because we keep waiting for this point of, like, when we get enlightenment, when we find, like, when we're there. Like, I don't think, I feel like from at least what I've heard and seen and experienced with myself, I don't think the process stops. I think you can just ever presently be refining yourself deeper into our true nature, or whatever you want to call that. But at the same time, it's all our true nature. It's a bit of a paradox. It's like infinitely falling into it, but at the same time, it's already fully the case. But I guess one side is it's always the case, but then it's like, how much can you embody that? How much can that truth be brought into your human experience? And it all comes through letting go of our beliefs and identities and structures, which can be ungrounding, especially when we have a strong identity attached to something. And it's like, it's the path for me, in my experience, it's been that of, it feels like insights and peace arise through some practice or inquiry. I'm in a state of peace, and then a layer comes up that needs to be let go of. And once that's let go of, and then letting go of that layer is painful, and I get usually into a state of contraction while I process and let go of that. But then once it's released, a place of freedom and peace is found again. And it's like this ever sort of dying and rebirth sort of scenario. But I guess what's helped me is looking at it through the lens of, okay, this is a path of letting go. So when you're in a contracted state, when you're processing something intense, you know, sometimes it's seen as, oh, I'm regressing. You know, I was in this peaceful state and now I'm suffering again. I must be regressing. But it's like, no, you're just letting go, shedding another layer, which is uncomfortable. But knowing you have to let go of it, seeing it as a letting go process, allows us to surrender. When we're trying to gain, attain, we're pushing against the process and trying to hold on to things. Anyway, that's just my perspective, and it's what's a good conceptual frame to look at through the path. You know, because concepts can be helpful, but they're ultimately untrue. But can also serve us quite well. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.